Hello dear students. In this video we are going to discuss an interesting story about the Tiger King and written by Kalki. So here we will discuss the summary of the story The Tiger King. So let's begin. The story begins with the narrator introducing the readers to the late Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram, popularly known as the Tiger King. The Maharaja, we are told, met his end in an extraordinary manner. When the king was born, the chief astrologer predicted that he would grow up to become a hero and a mighty warrior, but that he would eventually die. To everybody's astonishment, the 10-year-old prince started to speak. He brushed aside the prediction. Everyone dies eventually, he remarked, and demanded to know how he would die. The chief astrologer told the prince that a tiger would cause his death. The infant prince, however, was least affected by this. He said, "Let the tigers beware." Once the prince turned 20, he became the Maharaja. Soon he became aware of the prediction made at his birth. The young king resolved to hunt a tiger to prove the prediction false. After killing his first tiger, he triumphantly sent for the astrologer. The astrologer declared that the Maharaja could kill 99 tigers but should beware of the 100th one. From then, tiger hunting was prohibited in Pratibandhapuram for everyone but the Maharaja. The Maharaja was fearless on his hunts and even killed a few tigers with his bare hands. However, he neglected all his kingly duties in his obeisance and because he wanted to prove the astrologers wrong. So obsessed was he that he nearly lost his throne when he did not allow even a high ranking British officer to hunt tigers. Finally, a gift worth 3 lakh rupees sent for the officer's wife saved his throne. In 10 years, the Maharaja killed 70 tigers. He could kill no more as he had wiped out the entire tiger population of his region. To continue his mission, he married a princess from a state that had a large tiger population. Every time he visited his father in law, he would shoot 5 to 6 tigers and soon he killed 99 tigers. Now it became impossible to locate even a single tiger anywhere, and the Maharaja became gloomy and temperamental. News of a tiger near a hillside village turned out to be baseless. The angry Maharaja ordered his divan to double the taxes. The divan, fearing a mutiny and the prospect of losing his job, decided to do something. He had an elderly tiger that had been smuggled in from the Madras Zoo. He took it to the forest where the Maharaja was hunting and left it there. The Maharaja found the tiger and was overjoyed. He took aim and shot at his 100th innocent target. His joy knew no bounds at his win over destiny, and he ordered that the dead beast be brought to the town for a procession. Once the Maharaja left, the hunters with the Maharaja realized that the beast was not dead. The Maharaja had missed his mark, and the animal had only fainted. One of the hunters then shot the tiger, and it was paraded through the town as per the Maharaja's wishes. The Maharaja, now content, started paying attention to his family. He hunted for a gift for his son's third birthday and decided to buy a wooden tiger he saw in a toy shop, an ideal gift in his opinion. When the Maharaja and his son were playing with the wooden tiger, a tiny piece of the wood pierced the Maharaja's hand. The wound caused an infection that spread all over the Maharaja's arm. 3 surgeons operated on him, but in vain. Thus, the Tiger King was eventually brought down by the 100th tiger, a mere wooden child's toy. So, that was the summary of the story, The Tiger King. I hope you would have enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Thank you.